everybody, thank you so much for clicking on my video to watch. So for today, I'm doing a Valentine's makeup tutorial with a little bit of a twist. Clearly, as you can tell by the title and hopefully by my makeup, I tried my best, but I am doing a Valentine's Day makeup tutorial inspired by Ariana Grande's 7 Rings music video. I was originally just going to do this look right here, which is the one that I'm wearing on my face right now. But with Valentine's Day also sometimes comes with anti-Valentine's Day makeup tutorials. And I've done an anti-summer one before, and I really love seeing the anti-Valentine's Day ones, so I thought that I would also do this one that she also had in the same music video. Do this one as my Valentine's makeup look, and then do this one as my anti-Valentine's Day makeup tutorial. I don't know, I thought it'd be a good idea. I haven't done this one yet, so wish me luck because I'm about to do it right after I film this intro. I thought this one would just be super pretty for Valentine's Day, and it could actually be worn out on Valentine's. So I just wanted to recreate the look as best as I could, and then just do the other one for fun basically. But if you want to wear that out, do you. It's a really dope look. I really hope that I can pull it off. So before we hop on into the video, please don't forget to subscribe, click that little bell. Every time I do it on the wrong side. I think it's the side. Click that little bell beside the subscribe button. That way you guys can get notified every time I upload a new video. Also be sure to like this video if you enjoy makeup tutorials, and if you'd like to know how I get this look and the other one I'm about to recreate, then please just keep watching. Alright, so this is the first look we're going to create. It is one of her mini makeup looks within her video. She's not wearing a lot of bronzer, it doesn't look like, but she is very tanned. Me, on the other hand, I am not. So I am just going to bronze up my skin with my butter bronzer. It's not too dramatic, but it's still going to give me a little bit of life to my face. And then I'm going to move on to blush. She also didn't look like she was wearing much blush, so I am just grabbing this one from Makeupgeek. It's called Valentine. Very fitting, I know. And I'm just going to lightly kind of swoosh it. That's not the right word, but I'm kind of just lightly patting it on my face and bringing it back towards my temples. Next, it also didn't look like she was wearing any highlighter, so I'm just going to grab this matte highlight in my IT Cosmetics You Sculpted palette and just lightly place this on my cheekbones and my temples. I believe I put a little bit of this on my nose as well, just to brighten up those areas, just so they weren't just sitting dully. To me, it didn't look like she had any contour on, but obviously my nose is very large compared to hers, so I tried to make it just a little bit smaller. Honestly, I hate contouring my nose. I think it looks so weird, but I thought I would just do a little bit just on the tip of my nose to try and make it look a little bit shorter. Really, I didn't really know what I was doing, but here I am contouring my nose, and I also put a little bit of that same contour underneath my lip, and then kind of on either side of my upper lip, just to make them look a little bit bigger. It's gonna look like I have a mustache for a while, but once the lipstick goes on, it will go away. Next, we're going to move on to eyes. I know I'm using my Pretty Rich palette again, but it just has the right shades for all these looks that I'm doing. I'm going to take the shade It's Cashmere and pop that right into my crease for my transition shade. Also, I completely forgot to mention at the beginning of this video, but I did put on my foundation, concealer, and powder and eyebrows just to save some time since we're doing 2 looks within this video, but clearly you probably already saw that anyways. Next, I'm going to take the same blush I was using before, the Valentine blush by Makeupgeek, and I'm going to put this into my crease also, but she has a lot of pink within her inner crease and then also on her outer crease, just leaving the middle part of the crease a little bit more bare than the rest. I'm also bringing that same shade on my lower lash line and smoking out the edges, but I'm just smoking it out very lightly, and I chose to use the blush just because it would be less pigment coming off and I wouldn't accidentally put too much on. Next, I'm taking this shimmery shade in my same palette, and I'm just going to pat this on my lid with my finger. My finger wasn't making the shade pigmented enough, so I switched to a brush that I wet a little bit with my Pixie Glow Mist, so any setting spray that you have will work just fine. And I'm just kind of carving out the inner part of my lid just a little bit to give it some definition and placing it on the rest of my lid. I noticed she had some pops of holographic pink, so I grabbed my IT Cosmetics holographic palette and I took the pink shade in it and just placed it wherever I saw that she had those pops, so in the inner part of my crease, the outer part. I also noticed the outer corner of my eye wasn't deep enough, so I just grabbed my same blush and deepened it up just a tiny bit. And then next, for the inner corners of my eye, I'm going to go into my Winky Lux palette. And I'm just going to grab the shade Purr in the palette. I keep wanting to say Pearl. I redid this quite a few times, but anyways, it's Purr. And yeah, I'm just putting this onto my inner corners because they were very highlighted with a pink shade, so I thought this would be the perfect one.
Next, she has a little bit of a wing, so I'm going to grab my Sigma Wicked gel eyeliner and just kind of mimic the wing that she had. It wasn't large at all, it was very small. Thank the Lord, because I'm not good at liner. Just wait till you see the next look. But yeah, I'm just doing the little wing that she had. Now I'm just going to do the last few steps to finish off my eye look. So first I'm going to coat my upper and my lower lashes with my CoverGirl Exhibitionist mascara. It didn't look like she had any liner to me on her lower waterline, but I thought maybe just in case she had a little bit of a nude one, I would put this one in. It is a Wonder 2 Super Stay Liner. I'm not sure what shade it is, but I will leave it in the description box. And then I'm just going to pop on my Ardell 105 Glamour lashes. Her lashes didn't look too dramatic, so I went with those ones. And then I'm going to line my lips with my All Natural Lip Liner by Milani. I was having trouble with my lip shade before, so I did another lip shade before. That didn't work. I'm looking at this, thinking this is not going to work either. And this is the Anastasia Naked Liquid Lipstick, so I just kind of smudged it out with my finger and then went in with my Anastasia Stripped Liquid Lipstick, and that seemed to work out pretty good. So this is the first look. This is my favorite one out of the two, for sure. This one was super fun. Moving on to the Anti-Valentines Day makeup look. This is also another makeup look in her Seven Rings music video. Oh man, this one took a while. So it actually looked like she was wearing a black strip as bronzer, but I think that was just the lighting. So I took my Bahama Mama bronzer by The Balm and I just packed it on, trying to make it look as deep as possible without it looking too crazy. Next, I am going into my Anastasia Aurora Glow Kit and taking the shade Luna. Her highlighter was really out there, so I just packed this on and just placing it everywhere. It looked like she had the highlighter. If you see me looking down, it's because I'm referencing the pictures as I'm doing the looks, so that is why I'm doing that. Next, I'm going to move on to the crazy liner. I was so nervous about this part because, well, it's very dramatic. And basically, there's not much I can say about this. I just referenced the photo and traced it out as best as I could. The black liner cut her crease and then kind of fanned out and made a crazy design on the outer part of her eye, kind of on her temple. Not really, it's kind of hard to explain again. But one part did cover up the end of her eyebrow, so I tried to do that. Obviously, we have different eye shapes and different eyebrows, so it was hard to match it exactly. And I did get to a point where, now looking back, I wish I had just ended there, but I kept going, and I'll just let you guys know what that part is later. But the kind of open space on her eye looked a little bit like an oval, so I tried to mimic that. And then she had some glitter placed around, so I put some glitter glue down by NYX, and then I just grabbed that glitter from my Pretty Rich palette and I just packed it over top of the spots where she did have the glitter. When I got to this part, it was a little bit tricky because it was a very thin glitter line above the black line, so I was having difficulties here, as you can see. So this is the part right here where I wish I would have stopped and not done this part, but it did look like she had a very thin line on the outer part of where the glitter was. So I tried to mimic that, but I ended up just making it way too thick. And honestly, it ended up looking like a spider web. So I wish I would have stopped at this part. I tried to wipe it off, but it was just kind of ruining it. So I just went ahead and left it as it is, and then I did the other eye off camera. The other eye looked slightly different, so I tried to mimic that as well. And then I took my Aurora Glow Kit again and took the purple shade for the inner corners of my eyes, and then the Luna shade again for my collarbones. It did also look like she had glitter where her highlight was, so I kind of took the same glitter I was using before and lightly packing it on with my finger. And then she had black lips, so I took this metallic black lip from CoverGirl and I just placed it all over my lips because it has a little bit of sparkle in it. And then I took my glitter black liner from Wonder 2 and lined the outside of my lips just to make it look a little bit more precise. Also, I haven't used this on my eyes yet. I would not recommend using this on your eyes and your lips both, but I'm going to sanitize this before I put it on my eyes. I guess I didn't record, but I also put a little bit of Kat Von D Slayer over top of the metallic lip just because the metallic lip was a little bit too shiny. I wanted to matte it down a tiny bit and then put the same glitter and just pat it over top of my lips. And then that is the completed look. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I know this look looks a lot more amateur to hers, clearly, but I still thought it was fun to do. So I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Please don't forget to subscribe before you leave. Like this video if you did enjoy it, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!